Good evening, everyone. I'm 17 years old and just started my senior year of high school. Until recently, I could never have imagined standing in front of a group of people and sharing my story, but here I am. My mom, Debbie, is here too, and my brother, Evan, who is 13, and my little sister, Allison, who is 10, are at home. I am here tonight because Family Promise changed my life, and I want to share my family story with you. We had been in an unstable housing position since I was 7. We lived in the Yuba City area until the situation got too bad. Then we moved to Manteca. We tried making a fresh start there by living with a relative, but that wasn't good either. People were in and out of the house all the time. They stole, used drugs, and caused problems. Eventually, the landlord kicked everyone living there out, including us. After that, we bounced between places. I remember one year, we were in a Motel 6 at Christmas time. We had this tiny tree on the table of the motel, and we were living off Dollar Tree microwave meals. We were trying to make it feel normal for my younger siblings, but it wasn't. It was just surviving. When our money ran out and we could no longer stay in a motel, we went to a tent shelter. But it really wasn't the best place for families. Grown men there would hit on me when I was just 13. I felt gross and uncomfortable, and it wasn't safe for kids. From there, we moved to a family shelter. We had our own room, but there were many strict rules and restrictions, and it made it hard to feel at ease. We were on edge all the time because we were worried about losing points. Even for something small, like having a phone charging in the hallway, it felt threatening, like we were always walking on eggshells. And eventually, our time there ran out, and that's when we made our way to Family Promise, which was a big change from what we were used to. Family Promise was different in many ways. First off, we were shocked because everyone was so kind. We were used to being treated like we were a burden. But here, people welcomed us. I remember the first day, my mom was like, "Everyone is so nice. Everyone seems like they're so excited to help us." And I didn't know how to feel about it because I was used to feeling uncomfortable and guarded around strangers. The first church we went to was the one on Pacific Avenue. We called it the Dinosaur Church because it looks like a dinosaur. We loved the volunteers at Central United Methodist. They were super sweet. We went in, everyone had a big smile on their face, and they were like, "We made dinner, we have snacks, this and that." Then the pastor came in, and he was playing the violin. They had beds set up for us. There was a stuffed animal on each bed, and we got to keep the stuffed animals. And I was given art supplies. We were welcomed in with open arms. We were very overwhelmed that first day, so I know I've forgotten some details. I just remember everyone was awesome. We always left thank you notes at each church we stayed at because we were genuinely grateful. That kind of kindness really stuck and changed me. It was such a different feeling. One night, a volunteer asked me if I wanted a root beer float. And we just sat in the kitchen and had one together. It was such a small thing, but it meant so much. We weren't just surviving anymore. We were starting to feel human again. At Family Promise, my siblings and I got to be kids. And it was like for the first time in a long time, we were allowed to be children. While we were at Family Promise, I also noticed that my mom was growing and changing. She was no longer scared to break a small rule and was not afraid to ask our case manager, Kayla, for help. My mom was able to breathe, and she was able to get those resources she needed to focus on her goals. One of those goals being getting her driver's license back. She never thought she would get her license again, but Family Promise helped her navigate that process and believed in her. She was encouraged to finish her high school diploma, which she was able to do that too. From there, she got her first job, which ultimately led to us getting our first apartment. Every little win led to the next, and it was like for the first time, things were building up instead of falling apart. And I am so proud of my mom and all that she was able to accomplish. At last, we're ready to move into our very own place. The first thing we moved into our new apartment was my bed. I laid on it and I took a 2-hour nap. It was the best nap of my life. Before that, I had shared a bed with my mom, my brother, and my little sister, or slept in cars or tents. The last time I had my own bed, I was 4. Getting to lie down in a space that was mine, that felt safe, was everything. After years of chaos, we finally had peace. And as of today, we have had our very own home for exactly 3 years. If it wasn't for Family Promise, I honestly don't know where we'd be. Probably still homeless. But now we're doing great. My mom just got hired at a new job, making $22 an hour with overtime. And I'm starting my senior year of high school, taking college-level courses too. I want to be the first in my family to graduate high school and go to college. I'm thinking about studying culinary arts or maybe becoming a therapist because I know what it's like to struggle, and I know what it's like when someone believes in you. If I had a chance to speak to another teen coming into Family Promise, this is what I'd say. You're not alone. I know it might feel like it, but you're not. I know it feels weird and embarrassing. I felt that way too. But being in a shelter doesn't define you. You're not less than anyone else, and there are people out there who genuinely care. Give them a chance. They'll surprise you. I know this because Family Promise didn't just give us shelter. They gave us people who believed in us, fun memories we will always carry with us, and a place for us to feel safe and grow as a family. Every meal that was cooked, every note of encouragement, every ride, every donated backpack, it all added up to hope. And that's why I want to thank you, every donor, every volunteer, every person here tonight who makes this work possible. You don't just support a program, you change lives, including mine and my family's. So I want to ask you, from my heart, please support this program. Give what you can, volunteer if you're able. Every act of generosity keeps these doors open for the next family who needs a safe place to land. I was 14 when I arrived. I felt alone, ashamed, and invisible. But today, I'm standing here proud, hopeful, and so incredibly grateful. I share this tonight, not just to tell my story, but to show you what your support makes possible. You might not see the impact right away, but I promise you it matters. Thank you for listening, and thank you for believing in kids like me.